Hi, my name is Kristin Anton. I am a library aide at West Senior High, and I am the volunteer coordinator at Scrap, as well as a board member. This is Scrap, and essentially what we do is we gather materials from businesses, people who kind of have things that have creative potential that you feel kind of weird about throwing in the garbage, but you yourself would turn into a hoarder if you actually saved all that stuff. Or some people are kind of confronting their hoarding and kind of like, I gotta get rid of this. So we wind up getting a lot of awesome donations from people and businesses. And the aim here is to keep creativity affordable. So we offer those items for a pretty cheap cost. Essentially the cost covers the running of the nonprofit, and sell things for, you know, little tidbits here and there for different prices. So we have fabric, stickers, paper, metal, little random wooden pieces. You wind up getting a lot of things that we're like, I don't know what to do with this. So essentially, like, what happens during a volunteer shift is we might get people coming in to actually shop and purchase items, which is great. Like, we encourage a lot of teachers and crafters and artists to come in. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Just making your journals. So we get a lot of that. We also have people, they're welcome to buy stuff and use the craft space. Mm-hmm. So there's glue guns and paintbrushes and things that people can use for that. And then also are available to actually take in donations. So a lot of times that's a big part of what happens on Saturdays. Is people come in and drop off bags of things, and we weigh them because our goal is to figure out how much stuff we're actually keeping out of the landfill and kind of into creative repurposing instead of heading to the garbage. The employees only cut off because it's kind of crazy and trashed back here. And we just kind of set whatever it is up on the scale, weigh it in, jot down what the weight is. And so far with donations that we've taken in, we've saved about, I think we got a total of 1 ton, which is 2,000 pounds.
Weirdest thing someone's ever brought in.
I have heard horror stories from the Scrap in Portland, and so far we have not had anything so terrible. Like, you just hear about the legend at Scrap Portland is that somebody brought in a jar of their fingernail cuttings.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, it's so serious. That is so foul and I mean, it's almost like rude and disrespectful, but they sincerely probably thought it was like, this is something that you could use. Or like hair. I know that people, very well intentioned are thinking like, oh, this maybe broken vase somebody could mosaic, but it's hard to open a crazy box with like broken plates and broken ceramic items, and how on earth do you package that up to sell? To be like, oh, here's a whole bunch of broken stuff. I mean, we have broken tiles, so I've been boxing those and that kind of stuff. Plus it's, kind of a safety issue to have dig through this box of broken glass and see if you can find anything. I don't want children interacting with things that could be potentially like they could break or hurt them, and so we try to keep that kind of stuff separate. Like, these shrouds are really awesome. I think that these would be great for, this is what we use for our bins, but like, check out the edge on that. Like, we can't put this one out. Somebody could cut those out.
When did this one start?
This one, our actual store has been open since the end of February, and it started off kind of light because we were still just getting used to, some of the procedures for us. But, the conversation about scrap actually, started about 3 years ago. Goal is really to, change the way that people look at things, and instead of being like, oh, bring everything to scrap, like reuse at home, like reduce how much stuff you use and reuse at home, and just, ultimately changing behaviors on a more personal level by getting people to kind of view the world just a little bit differently, in a kinder, gentler way.
Okay, and how many people are currently volunteering at this location?
I think we're on a rotation of about 20 pretty awesome, committed volunteers.
Oh, wow. What are some of your favorite pieces?
So we'll have to kind of walk around for this one, I think, but my friend Shannon made this, and I think it's like the most awesome thing. She was just screwing around, but it's a mask. And I can't imagine how you could actually get this thing to stand up, but I think it's sweet. So I drag this around everywhere because I think it's hilarious. Let's see, we've made a lot of cool stuff in our craft nights. We have rebound books to make journals. Last week we did rag rugs, and I think we're going to do this at the Bioneers Conference this fall coming fall. These are the lids. The loom is actually the lids to all those barrels that are out on the floor that we've actually saved those. And then you can create a loom with it, and it's these are like t-shirts and rags and like kind of old stained up whatever, and we cut them into strips and then just wove in and out, and then eventually I'll try to figure out how to get it off of this loom. So it'll actually be a rug. So this was a lot of fun. We did that last week. Some of the things that I really enjoy making, we actually did at the Trash and Show, are these kind of cool little lapel pins. I really like crafting with old media. It just, as kind of the digital era, we're seeing things like cassette tapes and VHS tapes become extinct. So I think it's neat to explore the things that you can do with, what is gonna become my generation's pile of trash.